Good morning, dear children. This is again your teacher Amrita Banerjee. So, children, in the last video, we were discussing about the chapter number 1 in moral science, that is concentration. So, children, we have already done the half part of the chapter. Now in this video, children, we will be discussing the another half of the chapter, which is consisting of one more story. So we will all be reading out the story and we will see that what lesson we get from the story. So let us start. So children, here the story starts. You must have heard the story of Eklavya. He was a poor child. He had a great desire to learn archery from Dronacharya, the great teacher and the greatest archer of his time. So, children, here it is the story of Eklavya. He was a very poor child and he has only one wish, that he wanted to learn from Dronacharya the concept of archery, because Dronacharya was known to be the greatest archer of his time. When Eklavya approached him, he refused to accept him as his disciple because he was not from a royal family. So, children, Dronacharya rejected Eklavya because he was from a poor family. Okay. Besides, it was difficult for him to teach him along with the prince. So, Dronacharya told Eklavya that he is from a poor family and it is not possible that a child from a poor family and the prince to learn on in the same class. Okay, so Dronacharya he did this discrimination. Okay, so let us see what happens next. Eklavya did not lose heart, nor did he give up. An idea flashed in his mind. He made an idol of Guru Dronacharya and placed it under a tree. Okay, so children, Eklavya was not sad that Dronacharya did not accept him as his student. See, children, in the picture we can see the princes, the prince, Kauravas and Pandavas. This is Dronacharya and this is Eklavya, and he is from a poor family. So what did he do? An idea flashed his mind, so he prepared an idol of Dronacharya. Okay, idol means, what do we call it in Hindi? The puppet, you can say. Okay, so this is the, or effigy, you can say. Okay, so this is the idol of Dronacharya which Eklavya prepared. Okay, and he placed it under the tree. He started practicing archery with utmost dedication and full concentration. Within a few days, he became a master in the art of archery. Once a dog was barking and disturbing him. He shot some arrows in such a way that it filled the dog's mouth without hurting him. When Arjuna and Dronacharya saw that dog, they were taken by surprise, as it was a great example of excellence in archery. Do you know how Eklavya was able to achieve this excellence? It was only due to the power of concentration. So, children, see, in the picture you can see that Eklavya has hit the arrows in such a way that dog was barking. So he hit the arrows in such a way that it filled the dog's mouth with the arrows, so he could no more bark. So, and also dog was not hit. Okay, it did not hurt. The arrows did not hurt the dog. He was only made to stop barking. So it was a very, very excellent example of archery. And when Dronacharya and Arjuna they saw, they were very much surprised that, oh my god, that it is such a great example of excellence in archery, and they were very, very surprised to see such an archer. Okay, and it was only possible for Eklavya to achieve this only because he was so much concentrated. Okay, see, Dronacharya did not accept him as a student, but he himself made his idol. He accepted him as his teacher, and keeping him in his mind, he practiced, and see, he achieved to be a great archer. Okay, so now next part, children, let us see, concentration is really a great quality. It can be developed slowly and through practice with lot of patience. Leonardo da Vinci, one of the world's greatest sculptors and artists, spent 10 years studying the anatomy of man before he made his first statue. Okay, he had showed a rare and a great example of concentration. So children, here the chapter says that concentration is a very great quality and we can achieve this through practice, through regular practice, and we are supposed to be very much patient in order to learn the art of concentration. Okay, and here they have told us an example of Leonardo da Vinci, who was very great sculptor, and before making his first statue, he spent 10 years in studying the anatomy of man. Only then he started making the statue. Okay, and this is one of the greatest and very rare example of concentration. Fine, let us see next. After this, he spent 4 years painting Mona Lisa, one of the most beautiful portraits of women ever painted. Only an incredible amount of patience, dedication, and concentration enabled him to make the portrait so marvelous and perfect. So, children, you can see that Mona Lisa, the painting, famous painting, you all might have seen that painting. It was painted by Leonardo da Vinci, and he had spent 4 years in making that painting, and it is considered to be one of the very, very remarkable work of a painter. Okay, and it is very, very perfect, and it is very marvelous portrait, and he had spent 4 years in making that painting. So this is also one of the greatest example of the concentration, that how much concentrated was Leonardo da Vinci. That's why he could do such difficult task. Okay, next we have Edison worked 18 to 20 hours every day. He kept working silently. Edward Jenner worked for 20 years to discover his principle of vaccination. He had an immense power of concentration, and this was the reason that he could save countless people by preventing them from contracting smallpox, a deadly disease. So children, here some example of Edison was there, that Edison he invented light bulb. Then Edward Jenner, he invented the vaccination for smallpox. Okay, it was very deadly disease at the previous time. Okay, few hundred years back, it was a very, very deadly disease. Then remember, success is seldom achieved in an easy way. So children, it is saying that whenever someone is successful, we only see that, oh, he is very successful, but no one knows that how much efforts and concentration that person has put in order to receive that success. Okay, we can learn from the life of Edward Jenner the value of patience, determination, and concentration. So children, Edward Jenner, he worked for 20 years to take out the vaccination for smallpox. Then Edison also worked 18 to 20 hours every day. So we can see that they were so much concentrated in their task, whatever they have thought of achieving, and that they could achieve only with the help of concentration. Okay, so next children, the marvels of electricity, telegraphy, aeroplane, rockets, spaceships, modern computers, and many more wonders were created by men who were determined to succeed and had a great power of concentration. So children, all these discoveries were possible with by some or the other human beings only, and this was possible only because they had a great power of concentration. They all have achieved it only because of the concentration. So, dear children, it is most essential for you to develop the unique quality of concentration. All of you must try to develop the rare quality of concentration among yourselves. One can reach the root of a problem only when one concentrates to note the problem. We can solve a problem, children, only when we know what is the main cause or the root. That means Any plant, it grows from root. So when we know the root problem, we can find the solution. Okay, this is what it is said. On the other hand, a person who is not able to concentrate cannot solve his problems. Scientists of the world had worked continuously for years before they could achieve success in discovering the elements and developing technologies that have brought comfort to the mankind and revolution in the field of space and medical services. So children, with all the success stories that are around us, so many comforts we are having in nowadays, these all were not present in the previous time, children. Okay, and these all were possible only because of the concentration and dedication of different scientists and other developers. Okay, now it is the power of their concentration that they have been able to bring for the modern gadgets which can work miraculously. Fine. So remember that concentration broadens your mind and opens the windows of your mind so that you can see the things without opening your eyes. So, children, concentration is actually an eye opener for your mind. It opens your mind. Fine. If ever you do not open your eyes but your mind is open, so children, what will happen? You will be able to grasp something positively. Okay, it also builds up your self confidence so that you are able to face the day to day problems of life boldly and to live with total dignity. So children, when one learns to concentrate on anything, it even helps one to solve the day to day problems. Okay, so here the concentration is the key for success. This is what we have learned from the chapter. So we have few points to remember. Concentration is the key to success. We must focus our total attention on the target and we can solve our everyday problem by concentration. So children, you all can see that we have already completed the explanation of the chapter. So that's all. So hope you have understood the chapter, children. Now next we will be doing the question answer and the exercise part. Okay, thank you so much.